chose the speakers. I like the speakers.
Yeah.
A lot of cars. No, it's beautiful.
Come on, Tony, you don't have a story?
No.
Steve's ready.
Steve has
Steve's ready. He is ready.
From our old dog.
You have scars?
His dog bit me.
His dog bit
His
you?
dog bit me a little bit. After that, he put a dish on the house after his dog bit me. I didn't sue him, that's why. So I was like,
Don, this pains me. You understand? We're here celebrating your birthday and we gotta stand here and make fun of you. Like, I'm uncomfortable with this.
Oh, I can tell how much
I'm
you
very uncomfortable. I've been making fun of this guy for 15 years, alright? I'm not a material. I wrote this morning, I kid you not, before I had my coffee, alright? Chelsea says some of it's a little off color and I shouldn't tell it. I'm gonna tell it anyway.
No, you really shouldn't.
It's one line she said I shouldn't say, but I'm gonna say it. I apologize. Not really what I apologize. I'm going through it.
I'm excited for it.
Where's Lily? Don't worry about her.
Okay.
Alright. I don't have my glasses on, so I might do this a little bit. But everybody, most of you here know who I am. For those of you that don't, I'm Steve. I had the pleasure of taking Don's lovely daughter out on a couple of dates back in the 90s. Okay? Roasts are an honor. They come after a career in comedy and are performed by fellow comedians. Fortunately for us, Don's not a comedian. And unfortunately for him, we're just a bunch of assholes. Now, if some of you haven't had the pleasure of hearing Don's jokes, please don't ask him to tell any today, as we all got shit to do later. If Don lasted as long as his jokes, maybe Sue wouldn't be so stressed out all the time. That's not the one I'm not supposed to.
No, I know. Trust me, I've known you for a lot of years. I know the worst is yet to come.
Now, from what I understand, this is all hearsay, mind you, for your 50th party, there was a similar party to this one. Right? Now, I'm going only what I've been told because kids weren't allowed at that party.
It's true.
It's a good thing kids are allowed at this party because if we're having one every 10 years, this is the last one. Right? When I first met Don, he was driving a piece of shit gold Ford.
Oh, here we go.
Not the piece of shit gold Ford he's driving now. He didn't get screwed on the first one. Very surprising they were to pull one over on him like that. Last time Don got fucked by a crackhead, he was still drinking and dressed in drag for Halloween. That's the one. Kids can come in. Now, there's quite a bit of people in this room, alright? Watching Don build this room, I'm a little uncomfortable having so much weight in the floor. To this day, and this is true, to this day, the kitchen hasn't been inspected. I remember when this room was just studs, right? Back when it was just studs. Don was insistent that Thanksgiving be held here, right? He made everybody eat out here with propane heaters. The family remember that one, right? Sitting out here with coats on, eating on picnic tables like he was a little kid, gathering everybody around the shitter to show him the shit he just made for the first time. Oh, look at the stunts I built. Tie back on the wall.
Oh my God.
It is true. Don likes to pretend he's a musician. I'm sure most of you's been dragged to a show at some point. Maybe if he sang at the comedy contest instead of doing stand-up, he wouldn't have lost to Ellen. Don had a very long career in radio. He has a face for it, doesn't he? Now he drives famous people around in golf carts and annoys executives for a living. Don's had more meetings with HR than Jesse Jackson. It's a miracle he still has a job, and thank God he has it. If he got fired, he'd probably be out building houses, not the code, and losing money like he did on the other ones. Now, with all that being said, Don's a hell of a guy. He's incredibly generous. He has more integrity than anybody I know. He has a wealth of knowledge. Throughout the years, Don's always been there for me. He's brought me gas at 2 in the morning, helped me a ton when I bought my house. I've shared countless laughs with Don. I've cried on his shoulder, and I've puked in his bathtub. Without pants on. Story I can't tell.
Oh, I can tell that one.
Don, you've been a father to me, but you've always been a friend. I love you, Don.
Oh, God. Oh,
It seems as though you got a lot of
Did you get all of that?
Well, you guys know Mike Scott. When he was drinking, and Mike Scott was in here. It was Steve's 21st birthday. And I had just finished the kitchen that Steve was talking about the new guys. And just put the $5,000 worth of granite in the kitchen. And I'm going, man, what a beautiful, I love that granite and everything. And here comes Mike with a bottle of Goldschlager doing shots. And he hands the bottle to Steve, and Steve goes, this stuff is rock, right? Bam! Hits it with a bottle. Now he's been drinking all day.
All day.
I said, Steve, that's $5,000 worth of granite. It will crack. I said, really, don't hit. This is rock. This, bam! Smacking the bottle on the thing. I said, if you break that freaking granite, I'm telling you, you'll be working for me for the rest of your life. I'm telling you, Steve, not, bam! He must have hit that thing 25 times. And I know what's going to happen. It's going to be, by the way, my 80th birthday, because I am going to live that long.
Then we'll be celebrating.
And all of a sudden, I'm just going to put a glass on the end of the counter. You know, Sue, it's been a good 70 years. And I'm going to put the glass on there, and the whole thing's just going to go crack, bam! I know that's going to happen. But by the end of that day, he drank pretty much the whole bottle, him and Mike by themselves.
Oh, God.
And he'd been drinking all day on top of that. And the next scene was I thought I heard something fall. The bathroom door is cracking a little bit open down by Amy's room. I opened up the bathroom door, and apparently Steve couldn't decide which thing he needed to do the most. So here's Steve with his head in the bathtub, his pants down to his ankles. That was the shot. And if I only knew how to use the Twitter and everything there.
I have the camera.
You have the picture? Give it to me, because I know how to push the button on Instagram.
I had to take a piss. I was too drunk to stand up and take a piss. So I drop Charlie, sit down. Now I have to puke. This asshole builds a sink too far away from the toilet. So instead of puking on the floor, I puked in the bathroom. I don't know who cleaned it up, thank you.
You can imagine how much it felt the day when it was like, hey, Dad, this is Steve. No,
That's right, Poppy.
yes, many of you have heard that story, but I had a Ford Escort I bought from Ann Smith for $200. That I was going to give to
Death trap you gave
Nick.
your daughter.
Because Nick was going to get his license. Nick took one look at it, he said, I'm not driving anything until I get an Escalade. I'm not driving anything. Don't even show that shit to me. I'm ashamed to even ride in it. I said, screw you then. I'll give it to Amy. Once you get your license. She's like, come on, Nick, seriously? He said, no, Dad, I don't want to drive that car. I'm not gonna drive it." So now Amy has her first time that she's going to go over to Steve's house. This guy that I met once already, and I already got a bad feeling about this whole thing. Something about, I like him because he's got balls, but you know what? I'm going to have to shoot him. I know that's what he's going to do. So I go over to his house, and I'm going, are his parents home? Is there somebody here? I mean, what's going on? I'm dropping off my daughter at his house. And he walks around the car, and I've only met him once. He walks around the car like this. Like that, and he looks at me, and he goes, now my daughter's gotten out of the car, and Amy's going to start to walk with him, and he goes, nice ride, Poppy. Papa! I'll kill this guy! I'm gonna run! Oh my God! I'll kill him. Oh my God, nice ride, Poppy.
I bet you'd rather take that than the one you got.